Okay, welcome back to the second section of our first class. I'm going to introduce you some of geometric construction basics or fundamentals. The first thing is how to bisect a line segment. If you have a line like this, and you want to bisect this line, okay, I'm going to use my compass, okay, like this, okay, and then we have like this one for the pencil and this for the tip or the fixation of our compass, okay. So you are going to fix your compass on the start of your line segment here, like this, and you're going to open your compass with a dimension that is slightly larger than the midpoint of our line segment. So you're going to mark here, and you're going to mark there, okay? Like this, okay? And with the same dimension, we're going to the other end of our line segment here, and you're going to intersect with our first mark, okay? So this is our line here and there. And now, if you connect these two intersections like this, here and there, and now you have the midpoint here, and this line should be perpendicular to that line, okay? The second rule is how to bisect an angle, okay? If you have an angle like this, whether it's a normal obtuse or acute angle, it doesn't matter. This angle here, and you want to find the bisector of this angle. How to do this? Easily, you just fix your compass on the corner of your angle, and then you mark here and there, and with the same dimension you fix your compass on this intersection here, and you draw an arc here, and you intersect with an arc there, okay? So if you connect the corner and the new intersection point like this, so this is going to be your angle bisector. We have two equal angles here, okay? The following rule is how to draw a fillet. What is a fillet? In a minute, I'm going to show you how to draw a fillet. We have three different cases of drawing a fillet. Whether you have a normal angle like this, which is a special case, and the fillet is to draw a tangent arc between these two lines, and the second one is with an acute angle, and the final one is how to draw obtuse. Okay? Okay. So you will be given these two lines, and it will be like this. You have normal corner like this, and you will have an arc here. Okay? Like this. And you will be given the amount of the measurement of this radius. So for a given radius r, I'm going to open my compass on a given radius r, like this. Okay? Which is, it might be 30 millimeters, 25 millimeters, 10 millimeters, whatever. And to draw this arc here, I'm going to fix my compass on the corner of my right angle here, or my two perpendicular edges here. Okay? And I'm going to draw a mark here and a mark there. And with the same radius, I'm going to fix my compass here. Sorry, here, and I'm going to draw an arc there, and I repeat this here, like this. Okay, so this shouldn't, this messy line shouldn't appear with you when you draw it with your compass. Okay. This is my radius, and I'm going to fix my compass on the intersection here, and I'm going to draw my arc here. Okay? So if you draw it accurately, this line should be smooth with this arc like this. Okay? And you will have it like this. Okay, let's move to the acute angle. How to draw this, I'm going to tell you in a minute. Okay. Now moving to the acute angle, how to draw the fillet with a certain radius r. First, we are going to draw a parallel line with a distance of r for this line and that line, like this. First, I'm going to draw a perpendicular, like this. And another perpendicular here. And then I'm going to do this as if this my arc, and I'm going to draw an arc here and an arc there. Now I'm going to draw the parallel line like this. Okay, let's make it a little smaller, like this, and this. And let's do the parallel line here and there. Of course, if you want to draw a parallel line, horizontal parallel line, you draw it with your set square or your t-square, and you slide it horizontally. And if you do it for some arbitrary line, you use the two triangles. Just fix this one on the line you want to draw a parallel to, and fix this side here, and just slide until you intersect with the mark you want to draw the parallel from. Okay? But I'm not going to do this because I have to use 3 hands on the board and I have only 2 hands. Okay? So now we have here the center of the fillet, and if you draw a perpendicular to this line here and there, so this is going to be your first point of tangency and second point of tangency. because I don't want you to draw the whole circle or some extra arc of the arc we want to draw. Just want you to draw from this start and you end it here. Okay? So this is going to be your fillet. Okay? We don't want you to draw some extra lines here and there. Just stop at the first and second point of tangencies. Okay, now moving to the obtuse angle. I'm going to show you how to draw it quickly. It's the same way as acute angle. You just draw a perpendicular to this line and a perpendicular to this line, and you mark your R here, and there you draw a parallel and another parallel line, and now this is my center. I draw perpendicular here and there. So this is my first point of tangency and the second point of tangency, and I place my compass here and I draw this. Okay? So all these marks and parallel lines and notches are just construction lines. You draw it with a slight touch of your pencil. But we want you to push a little for the object lines, which are these. The given lines, your solution, and the other one. Any other thing is going to be with a light font, okay? So this is our answer, and here, this is your answer. Okay? Now, moving to the hexagon. We have two types of hexagons. The first one, which is inscribed in a circle, and then you have this dimension, which is across corners distance, and the other one is between faces, which is the hexagon is inscribing a circle inside it. Okay? So this is the between faces. So you have to decide which one you are going to draw once he gives you the dimension there. The first one is across centers, and the second one is between faces. And each one has its own way of drawing. Okay? Let's first do the across centers. Let's do like, if this distance is across center he gives you in the problem, and you just place your compass here. And now we draw the circle like this. Then you draw the center mark like this. Okay. Now you have the same radius, and you place your compass on the quadrant here, and you open until the center, and you draw this one. So I have 1, 2, 3 corners, and from the other side I have 1, 2, 3 corners. So now I have the 6 corners of my hexagon. I'm going to draw it quickly. This one, that one, and this one, and so on. Okay, so this is the way for drawing a hexagon in inscribed in a circle, which is a cross corners dimension. Let's move to the other one. When you have the hexagon inscribing the circle inside, let's consider for the same circle. Okay. Like this. And we draw the center. Like this. Okay, and then we're going to draw a parallel line from the upper quadrant to the horizontal one here, like that, and another one there, here. You will use your ruler or the styler on the board, and then you can just draw a 60 angle line from the center until it intersects with the new upper line. And now you have half of the side. If we have the side is L, then the total side, and then this distance until this point is L over 2. So I'm going to measure this distance here. I'm going to take this dimension and just place it on the other side. Okay? And now I'm going to take the fold length. Okay? From here. And I'm going to place it right here. And from here to there. And this one should be closing with that. Okay? So my hexagon is going to be like this. And if you have a neat drawing, all sides should be tangent to the circle from outside. Okay? Now we are done with the hexagon. Let's move to how to draw a tangent line to a circle. So let's write this. But this time you have to know what is the radius of this circle. So let's make it like 30 or 40. 40 is better. Okay? And then you have the center mark here. And we are going to draw the circle like this. Okay? And we have a point, we are starting with, if you have a point somewhere here and you want to draw a tangent line from this point to this circle, so we have two solutions, which is we have a tangent line here and a tangent line there. How to draw this? It is very easy. All you have to do is to connect both points, which is my point here and the center. Okay? And you find the bisectors. If you remember from the beginning of the video, we place the compass here Okay, and we open the compass on a slightly larger distance from the center point, here and there. Okay, and with the same opening or the same dimension, we place the compass here and we find the intersection here and there. And if you connect the two new points like this, okay, so this is your midpoint, and then you place your compass here, and you open until you reach the center of the circle, and this is the first solution and this is the second solution. So I'm going to connect my point to this point of tangency and this one to that point of tangency. Okay? So this is how to draw a tangent line to a circle from a certain point. Now, we said this circle is 40, so I'm going to keep this circle. I'm going to erase all this. Now, if you have a line like this, and you want to draw a tangent arc between this line and this circle. How to do this? First, you have to know, it will be given that the radius of the arc, let's consider this is R40, and you want an R30 as a tangent to this circle, okay, or R50, let's consider it R50, okay? So, the distance between the center and the point of tangency is 40. And then the distance between the point of tangency and the center of the arc, which I'm going to draw it somewhere here, is 50. So the total distance between this center and the center of my new arc is going to be 50 plus 40, which is 90. I'm going to open my compass on 90. Okay? And then place my compass here and draw 90. Okay? And then I'm going to draw a parallel line to this line with a distance of 50. Okay? Which is here. You see this intersection is the center of the required arc. Okay? So I'm going to draw a perpendicular here. So this is my first point of tangency, T1, and I'm going to connect this point with the center here. So this is the second point of tangency. I'm going to open my compass on 50, or just place your compass here. Okay, and open until it reaches the point of tangency. You will see this distance is equal to that distance. So you are going to just draw the 50 like this. Okay? So this is my solution. Okay, now moving to how to draw a tangent arc between two circles. I want to keep this circle again, because I know it is of radius 40. Okay? I am just going to draw a new circle of a radius of 30 on this center. I'm going to measure 30. This is 30. I'm going to place my compass here. Okay, and I'm going to draw my circle here. Okay, now the distance between this circle and the center of the arc, which is somewhere here, is 40 and then a 50. Okay, because this circle is R30 and my required arc is 50. I'm going to do a 50 arc here. So the distance between this center and the other center of the 50 is going to be 40 plus 50. And then the distance between this center and that center is 30 plus 50. So I'm going to open my compass on 40 plus 50 is 90. Okay, so this is 90. Okay? And then 30 plus 50 is 80. So this is 80. I'm going to intersect with my previous arc. And then I'm going to connect the new centers to the old centers, like this. So this is my first point of tangency, and then this one is my second point of tangency. So these lines should be construction lines also in addition to these two arcs. The only thing we want you to draw as an object line or thick lines is the circles and the new arc. Okay? So I'm going to place my compass here. I don't have to measure the 50 because I know my start and my end. Okay? I know it. So I'm going to draw the arc like this. Okay? This shouldn't be done. You have to draw a single line, not double lines like this, and it should be smooth. And it should start here and end there. Okay? Now, moving to how to draw an arc, which is from the outside of the both of the circles. How to do this? Okay, let's erase this. Same radii, 40 and 30. But this time, it will be a bigger circle. The points of tangency is going to be somewhere here and there. And of course, this is not 50 anymore. And you want to draw an arc of 100. 100. So the center should be located somewhere here. The distance between this center and the point of tangency is 100. And the distance from the point of tangency to the center is 40. So this distance is 60. Again, here, from here to there is 100. And the distance from this point to this center is 30. So the distance from the center to the center is 70. So I'm going to subtract 40 out of 100 and then 30 out of 100 and find my new intersection. So let's start with 100 minus 40 is 60, which is this one. This is 60. Okay, and 100 minus 30 is 70. Which is this one. Again, I'm going to connect this point here. So this is my first point of tangency, and then I'm going to connect this one there, and this is my second point of tangents. Okay? Now I don't have to open my compass on 100. I'm just doing it like this. Fix my compass here. Okay, and open until I reach, the first point of tangency, and of course it will be meeting with the second point of tangency. Okay, if you see it, okay, like this. Okay. Now, moving to the last section in our class today is how to draw a line between two circuits. Tangent line between two circuits. Let's erase this one. Okay. I'm not going to use my tools. I'm going to illustrate it quickly. First step is to connect both centers. Okay? You connect both centers like this. And then this radius is 40 and that radius is 30. So 40 minus 30 is going to be 10. I'm going to draw a construction circle here of 10. So I'm going to draw the subtraction inside the bigger circle. And then I'm going to find the bisection of this line. So I'm going to open my compass with a distance that is slightly larger than the midpoint. And I'm going to do it like here and there, and from the other side here and there. So this is my center. Okay? And then I'm going to place my compass here. And then I'm going to reach this point and draw an arc until I intersect with the 10 radius circle. So then I connect this point with that point and then extend it until I intersect with the larger circle. And this is going to be my first point of tangency. Okay? Now, to draw a parallel line to this one, I'm just going to place this side of my triangle on this line and then slide it until I reach that one, this center. Okay? Okay. This is my second point of tangency. Now, just connect the 2 points like this, and then you have your tangent line. And of course you can flip it to the other side and do the other tangent here. So you will have a handout that will be submitted to you on Blackboard, which is this one. It has all the steps and all the sequence that I just illustrated on the board. Okay, it's like a 10 or 8 sheets. Okay, and now we are done with this class. I hope you have gained the knowledge of geometric construction fundamentals and basics. So thank you.